gonna say it. That's my homie right now, Eric Fritz at Bud Light presents Sensation. I can't wait to do it again next year. It was an all-white affair, and it was amazing. Okay, as you see, they are excited for our first guest of the day. This Melbourne-born Napanee Rays girl became a Canadian sweetheart with her first single, Complicated. After that, it was a wrap. 30 million albums sold, 50 million #1 singles sold, and that number looks to drastically increase with their album coming out early fall. NML, please help me bring out Avril Lavigne! Good to have you here. Have a seat. You know, I know NML audience is the craziest audience in the world,
Yeah.
but they have been consistently screaming for you for the last like 10 minutes, nonstop. Just
It's awesome.
so I know you had a crazy long day of press running around. You're on all the radio stations this morning. So take a breather. You're at home right now in Much Music.
I am at home, and thank you for this awesome, comfortable chair.
I know.
There's
just
nothing
relax.
like when you're doing an interview and you're on this tall stool.
Stool,
It's
there's no
uncomfortable.
backrest or something.
But I see a lot of familiar faces in the audience, and thanks guys for coming out. It's good to see everybody.
Absolutely, of course. So let's talk about the new album, okay? What was the goal? What was the main goal of this album?
I wanted to change my sound up a bit without changing my sound, with staying true to who I am. So the album is quite diverse, and I experimented a lot. Obviously, the first single, Here's to Never Growing Up, sounds a little more like my old stuff, it's pop rock.
Yeah.
And but I experimented with some different sounds. I wrote a song called Hello Kitty, and there's a bit of like electronic feel
little
to
EDM
it.
feel, I heard, yeah.
And I've never really done that before. And I've got some heavier stuff, some piano ballads. I have a duet with Chad.
Ah.
And
Woo! It's like the old Saved by the Bell. Woo! Yeah. You guys, I guess, wrote it together, right?
Yeah, it was the first song we wrote together. It's called Let Me Go. Yeah.
Was it hard to write with your fiance? Was it kind of like, no, I want you to write like this, honey? And you're like, no, honey, I want to write like this.
Well, it's how we met, really, other than probably running into each other backstage at an award show here at the MMVAs. We really met in the studio. We got together to write, so we were working together and became just like really good friends and having a great time. Having a lot of fun, sometimes too much fun. But we made a record, and he does some production on this. And I worked with all new people, new co-writers, new producers, and so tried a lot.
Yeah, the one thing that I read that you said is you wanted this not to be a heavy radio-friendly album. You wanted this to be more of an artistic approach. You wanted it to be your real self on it.
Yeah, my last record, Goodbye Lullaby, was more for me just to write and to be more like that. This album, I definitely wrote a lot of songs. I've got like about 2 records worth of music. So maybe I'll do back-to-back records.
There you yeah, I think
I'd
so.
like to do that.
Bang, bang, right after each other. Or a double disc. Nobody does double disc.
I kind of want to do the back-to-back record.
Okay.
Because it's like I worked so hard on writing a ton of songs, and I just wanted to make it perfect. And then because there were so many, I was like, okay, well, what makes sense? And so L.A. Reid, the president,
we've heard of him. I think we've heard of him. Yeah.
He's so amazing. He sat down with me in the studio, and we like picked the songs together. And there's a lot of really great stuff that I'm excited for the fans to hear that won't even be on this album. So.
Well, the one thing we're dying to know is the album title. Do you have a title yet for it? You can tell everybody for the first time here on New Music Live.
I'm in the process of trying to figure that out right now.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm glad that you said that.
Is somebody going to give me some help?
I'm glad that you said that. We will give you some help, in fact.
I like this.
Because you're busy. You're making new albums. You're going to be performing at the MMVAs. I'll make the album title for you. So here are 3 ideas I've come up with. We're going to start off with the first one. Everybody's putting hashtags in their song titles or on their album titles.
They are?
Yeah, so how about we do hashtag It's Complicated Too. It's still complicated.
Still
like
complicated. That's really trippy.
It sounds like some kind of a theater trailer movie.
I don't think
you knew
I'm
her.
working on the artwork right now. I don't think that really suits it.
Okay. We'll try with another one. Now, Kanye West's album's dropping in June 18th. His album title is going to be Yeezus, kind of like Jesus. How about Lavignes? Lavigne's this? Does that work? Lavigne's this. Yeah, that looks, not a great reaction from everybody over here.
Not so much.
Okay, how about this one, the last one? Maybe more of a Partridge Family kind of feel. A Night with the Krogers. How about that? Yeah?
Aw.
Could that work?
I like this one the best.
Okay, but back to the album. You said you didn't want to just talk about dudes and relationships. What other issues did you touch on this album?
Well, the record's sort of nostalgic. I've got a song called 17 I wrote about, like, when I was 17. The record's not out, but I played it the other night at the Viper Room, and I'd never played a song before that no one had heard, so that was really cool, and the feedback was great.
Does that get nervous when you play for the first time? You're like, what if they don't like it?
I practiced, so I was okay with it.
Okay.
By now, it's like I'm really comfortable on stage and stuff, so as long as you rehearse and you're prepared. I did have the lyrics in front of me, though. I didn't use them, though. I was proud of myself.
That's awesome.
I have a song on the record called Rock and Roll. It's just about the lifestyle and the attitude, and there's a bunch of summer songs. And then I have a couple love songs, but other than that, like in Hello Kitty, I talk about other stuff than just my regular go-to before as a teenager. It's like boy bashing songs and breakup songs.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really in that place, and I feel like I've gone there so much anyway. But
girls would scream them at the top of their lungs to my face, and I'd be like, I guess I didn't do good. Anyways, I want to talk about your Marilyn.
I get that a lot.
I want to get your
Guys
Marilyn.
Would be like, my girlfriend would play like My Happy Ending, like crank it in the car, and I'm
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're getting slaughtered at home by our girls yelling at us. Anyways, but it was great. I want to talk about your Marilyn Manson collaboration when we come back. But first, we're going to throw to your brand new video. Here's Never Growing Up. And we're going to talk a little bit about wedding bells when we come back. Do not go anywhere. Brand new from Avril Lavigne. And more Avril Lavigne coming up after this. Here is To Never Growing Up, the latest from Avril Lavigne, who joins us today on New Music Live. We were talking about the album, which is due to come out maybe early fall, late summer. Yeah, okay, beautiful September. Looking forward to that. You collaborate with Marilyn Manson. Talk about that song. How did that even happen?
Well, I wrote this song called Bad Girl, and it's heavier and it's darker. It's a little promiscuous. And I was listening to the track, and I thought Manson's voice would sound really good with it. So I called him up, and he came to the studio that night, and he laid down some vocals, and it's a song. I really love the song.
I cannot wait to hear it. Now, is it true that Marilyn was the one who convinced you to shave your head last year?
Well, I was, yeah, he shaved my head.
And you look fantastic, by the way.
I always wanted to do it, and it was awesome because I hardly had to do anything to my hair. And then when I got engaged, I was like, oh, I better grow it out, you know, right? But it was fun. I might do it again.
Well, speaking of getting engaged, we all know you're about to get married to Chad. And first of all, do you like taking on this role of being Canada's glamour couple and having a name like Chavril?
I love Chavril.
Do you have any pet names for him at home? Is it Chabby Boo Boo, Chatty Boo Boo, or something like that?
It was actually, not really, but I do call him Chavril. We call each other Chavril. One time we were in the kitchen, and my brother was trying to get both of our attention at once, and he was joking. He's like, yo, Chavril.
Both are?
So, yeah, so we joke around with it.
That's
I
awesome.
think it's cute.
I mean, so with girls and weddings, it's all about the dress. Can you let us know anything about the dress you have planned? Because I assume it's not going to be the typical white ensemble that you would normally see.
Nope, can't tell you.
You can't tell nothing? Well, are you really hands-on with this process, or because you're busy?
Yeah, I have the dresses picked out, and the location, and all the decor and the theme and everything. And so I've been planning the wedding and releasing the single, releasing new music and all that stuff all together right now. So
are you hands-on with all of the all of the details and stuff? Because I guess the two questions I would have to know is, number one, who's the band going to be playing at your wedding?
Well, I can't really say that either.
Okay.
It's just gonna be. I can't really say anything.
You can tell us. Nobody's watching. Just you and a couple friends here. Just a couple friends.
There's gonna be a lot of fun stuff, and a lot of people ask us if we're gonna sing at the wedding, but I don't think we will. I think we'll probably dance to one of our play one of our duets we did together that actually is not going on the record, because we did two duets together that later I'll release at some point. But yeah.
Now I guess The question is, I know parents get on people a lot. Okay, you're married now. Give us some grandkids. Do you see yourself being a mother anytime soon?
I mean, right now, the record's my baby and all the songs, and this is my priority, and I'm really invested in this album, and I want to go on tour, and I'm so happy to be presenting the fans with new music, and thank you. And the fans have been so amazing, because I know you guys have been waiting and on Twitter talking to me, and also thank you guys for being so supportive. It's awesome, and thank you to Much
We do
Music
have some of
too.
those diehard fans here. So you graced the cover of Hello Canada, and you're looking like a supermodel. Now, did you ever think, when you were a pop punk girl, that you would ever be on the cover?
That's really weird. I'm smiling.
Did you ever think that you would be on a cover of a magazine? Could you ever see yourself doing that when you were in your younger pop punkier days? Punkier days, I should say.
Well, I did some covers when I was on my first record, 17 and stuff like that. But yeah, this one's, I guess I'm a little more grown up, and it was such an honor to be on the cover of Hello Canada.
It's crazy. You've grown up in front of our eyes, and you've become our sweetheart too, our absolute, our dream girl overnight. Absolutely. MMVA's is right around the corner, June 16th.
So
You're performing.
Yay.
You did What the Hell last year. We've seen your bum a couple times on some performances. What are we expecting with this year's performance?
I'm gonna go do something different. We're gonna go big on this one, and we're planning the performance right now, so it's gonna be exciting.
I'm looking forward to it. Good luck with your wedding.
There might be some skateboards.
Some skateboards? Some skateboards? Good luck with your wedding in the summer.
Thank
I look
you.
forward to seeing you again. Come back on June 16th, and make sure you guys cop the album when it drops in September. It's a definite. Avril, appreciate it. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the VJ's favorite MMVA performance. Avril Lavigne, everybody. It's New Music Live.